What's up, conscious creators? Alex here, and in this episode I'm going to be sharing with you a sex transmutation secret, which is how to redirect sexual energy. And the reason I know this is so damn powerful is because I've used it in my life to manifest many of the experiences I've had in life. In fact, I'm pretty confident to say that if I hadn't learned to redirect my sexual energy, I'd be in a different country right now, and certainly not with my partner. I'd probably be watching porn and stagnating in my business. But with the secrets that I'm about to make not so secret and share with you, you can use this power to create more of what you want in your life, whether that be better health, business goals, and perhaps even manifest a new relationship. So stick around until the very end of the video so you can get all the information and apply it properly to get the positive results in your life. And just a very quick announcement before we get straight into it. A few more slots have opened up for the free one-to-one with me to see if you'd be a good fit for the Consciousness Revolution program. So if that interests you, head over to speaktoalex.com or wait till the end of the video for more details. But with that being said, let's get straight into it. And let's start with the basics. What is sex energy? Well, yogis, Taoists, and mystics have had views on what this energy is, and there are many ways in which you could describe it. But let's start with a simple way to understand it. Sexual energy often starts off as the psychological drive towards sexual expression, essentially feeling horny. There's this energetic sensation within the body, and often these thoughts about sexual expression. Perhaps if you're single, you think about masturbating, or you think about watching porn, or perhaps a fetish that you have, or perhaps if you're with a partner, you think about jumping on them and having a good old fun time, or perhaps you're with a partner and they're not around, or perhaps you don't have a very good sexual connection with them and you think of porn and masturbation as well. Whatever it is, you give those thoughts energy. You feel that strong psychological drive toward the behavior associated with them, be that sex or masturbation. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not making any moralistic or dogmatic judgments on what anyone does here. I believe everyone is free to sexually express themselves however they see fit, assuming that they're not harming others. But I do believe in education and informed choices, and I see that many people don't even realize they have the choice. Perhaps you feel pulled around by these urges whenever they arise. Perhaps you have even got to the point where you feel it becomes a waste of your time and energy. Or you realize it's holding you back from the relationship you want because the porn and masturbation takes time away from socializing and energy away from socializing in the energized way that would lead to a loving relationship. After all, how much love do you really have to give if you're firing it all into a tissue all the time, every day anyway? Because maybe if you realized how much energy was there and how powerful it can be, you could choose to use it in a conscious way. You may choose to have a wonderful sexual experience, or wait until you're with a partner to sexually express yourself, and instead channel that energy into the action steps associated with the path to the creation of your dreams. And so how do you redirect sexual energy so you can channel it into your manifestation activities and create the life of your dreams? Well, firstly, you don't want to be suppressing it. The redirection of sexual energy does not mean the suppression of it. As Napoleon Hill states in his book, Think and Grow Rich, the redirecting of sexual energy is done through switching the mind from thoughts of physical expression to thoughts of some other nature. However, even though I have the utmost respect for Napoleon Hill, I do feel he missed out something which can make understanding this a little easier. What he could have said, and I believe this is a fuller explanation, to redirect sexual energy, you move your attention from sexual thoughts to thoughts of some other nature, or the task at hand, the thing you're working on, the action steps toward your goal, or to simply be with that energy and allow it to exist in the spaciousness that you are. If I pay attention to the fact I have vision, that I can see the room, the camera, then I pay attention to the fact that there is audio, the sound of my voice. I'm moving my spotlight of attention from the visual field to the auditory field. And if I have a thought in my mind and I'm paying attention to that, and then I become aware of my vision, of the experience of the room, I am again moving my spotlight of attention from one object of awareness to another. So redirecting sexual energy requires a movement of attention, the ability to zoom out before the attention gets completely captivated by the thoughts and eventually a behavior of sexual expression, like a 2-hour porn binge. It requires the ability to just be there with the energy and allow it to exist in the wide open, spacious awareness that you are without disappearing down a rabbit hole of thoughts and compulsive behaviors. Let's say you have an income goal or positive impact goal in your business. When sexual thoughts arise in your awareness that you usually unconsciously follow on autopilot towards the acts of sex or masturbation, you switch your attention to the thoughts and activities that are going to lead you towards your goal. And if you're not doing or thinking about a certain activity at that time, then you simply move your attention onto some other sense perception, or simply become aware that you're aware and just feel the energy pulsing through your body. Become aware that you don't have to unconsciously act upon it. Now, there are some other ways in which you can help this process along, especially if you've got to the point where you've stored up quite a lot of sexual energy and you haven't been expelling it so willy-nilly. Because it can get to the point where it can feel like the energy is kind of just a bit trapped down there in the lower half of the body. And there are activities you can engage in order to give the effect of like spreading the energy throughout the body. A few of these to mention are cold showers or cold immersion, sitting, silent meditations, and high intensity exercise. Perhaps getting down on the floor and doing a few push-ups or having a run around the block. Also, this type of breathing exercise where you take a nice deep inhale in through the nose and then you squeeze your pelvic floor muscles, then your abs, then your chest, then this wave kind of movement, imagining this wave movement of energy being pulled up from your root right to the top of your head, and then hold it there. Inhaling deeply in through the nose, squeezing the pelvic floor muscles, the muscles you usually use to stop a stream of urine. Then the abs, then the chest. And then whilst you're doing this, imagining this energy being pushed up and pulled towards the top of your head and holding it at the top of your head, squeezing and holding then relaxing and returning the breath to normal. And this again can have the effect of freeing up the energy, pushing up the energy, and powering up the body and mind so you can be present and pour the energy into creative tasks, hitting those milestones along the way to the creation of your dream reality. And if you are meditating, if you are just in a mode of being, which sometimes is the right thing to do, to take a break from doing for a bit and simply be, then the trick is to simply be with the energy, with the sensations in the body, and notice yourself as the spacious awareness in which those sensations appear. Notice how the energy feels. Become familiar with it. Become intimate with it. And if you're remaining conscious, but really do feel like it's been uncomfortable for a while, just know that these sensations are transitory. Remember the reasons why you're doing this. Breathe and remember your deeper intentions. Try some of the things I mentioned again, and if all else fails, just know you'll probably feel better tomorrow. And when you do decide that you are going to release that energy through physical expression, then make it conscious. Make a conscious decision. Be present with it and really be with the action, whether that be incredible sex with your partner or self-expression if you choose to, and never ever beat yourself up or have shame or guilt around it, even if it's something that you think is going to help, or you did something that you later realized that you didn't want to do. This will not help. It will cause you unnecessary suffering, lessen your ability to effectively redirect sexual energy too. Just remember why you're doing this. Trying to live your life to the fullest. Just do your best that you can do and jump back on the path to consciously creating more of what you want in your life. And so with that being said, here's some more details on the Consciousness Revolution program. On this program, we help you to overcome fears, low confidence, worry, or overthinking that's holding you back from doing what you really want to do in your life. If you're done with living a mediocre life of the same stuff day in, day out, and want to build something that positively contributes to the world and in exchange brings health, wealth, and abundance to your life, this program is for you too. Or perhaps you're a conscious entrepreneur that has had some momentum but has run into some blocks and wants help taking some things to the next level. This program's for you too. So head over to speaktoalex.com to book a time for us to chat about solving your problems. And with that being said, like this video if you liked it, and of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos helping you with conscious personal growth. Peace.